Previously on Power Reviews.
Database Ranger and Dr. K.
Throughout the vast reaches of the multiverse, it all exists.
Same person, different worlds.
K Alpha.
The landlord.
Dark Specter.
Stripping away my identity, raising K's of yourself as your own, using Darkonda's spirit to take control of the more podsters, and using them as your proxies with alphabet soup, posing as Gosei to orchestrate the legendary battle, and using Ranger powers to rip apart the fabric of reality.
The time storm plus the void brought our memories to life?
We need to warn the other Rangers. What's the progress on the communications relay?
Zordon?
He's coming.
The power of Dark Specter.
Guy, can you read me?
Phantom Megazord Saber.
That's impossible.
Bye! The alphabet soup agents.
We're us again!
The spells of recall?
Let's continue. And now, Database Rangers Power Review.
Greetings, Ranger fans, and welcome to the grand finale.
Now, let's continue.
Hello? Hello, can anyone hear me? Bridge, come in. Database? Guy? Anyone? Hello.
Doctor?
You.
This is the infirmary. Everything is fine here. How are you?
Everything is fine. He's gone now, do you understand? Darkonda destroyed him, and we destroyed Darkonda. Everything is... Oh! Master cannot be destroyed.
Take her. You must not fail.
Dr. K?
I must not fail.
Guy! Madam Secretary! Guy! Come on, Guy, I need you to wake up! The storm must have been too much for them. Without the ship's shields, their bodies are barely holding together. Guy, I need you to wake up! I need you to turn on the engines! I can't help you from out here! I can't drive the shuttle for you! I can't... Wait. Woo! Thank you, Technopathy. Don't worry, you two. I'm going to get you out of here.
Okay, we're on our way back.
K? Mail? Gah, interference. Well, even if there's no one listening, I'm going to keep talking. I'm sure that you're all fighting hard back there. Maybe we've already won and we can all laugh about this later. All I know is that we haven't lost yet. So long as I'm still able to draw breath and speak and talk and annoy you all by yammering on about Power Rangers episodes, we're not done yet. So I'm just going to keep talking. I'm going to keep talking about the episode that's always kept me going. The episode that's always inspired me. My favorite episode. The final episode of Power Rangers in Space. Episode 43. Countdown to Destruction. Part 2.
Quantrons and Piranatron round up the populace of Angel Grove as the Dark Fortress descends upon the city, beaming down Astronema and Ecliptor to introduce themselves.
You're the darkness.
Ah, yes. Darkonda's first hosts. I suppose we never did meet formally, but no need for introductions now. What I need from you is her.
You're not touching Mayo. She's our friend.
Oh, I see. Now, you listen to me.
The Power Rangers aren't going to save you. They've already tried, and they failed!
The Phantom Ranger couldn't stop me. Darkonda couldn't stop me. And a pair of planet-destroying super torpedoes were merely a detour. So don't think for a moment that a pair of powerless suburbanite homemakers are going to stand between me and what I want. Do you understand?
Declaring that the rest of the universe has already surrendered, she offers the people of Earth an ultimatum. Either turn over the Power Rangers, or the Earth will be destroyed.
Now, I want you to deliver a message to the Phantom Ranger. Keep in mind that if you refuse, I have no use for you. Nod if you understand my meaning. Good. Inform him that while I would have preferred to make use of his Power Ruby, I do have contingencies in place. Contingencies I believe he would find most distasteful. If he wishes to avert this, he may still surrender the ruby to me, but at best act quickly. If he wishes to find me, I'll be in the eye of the storm. Understood? Good. Now as for you, you will be coming with me.
Master!
Ah, my child.
I knew she was lying. I knew that you lived.
You've saved me the trouble of searching. Let us depart.
Dr. K, Oh my.
And with that, they return to their dark fortress. That night, a small group of civilians gathers around a bonfire, trying to decide what to do next.
They all look the same. I know you couldn't see them, but their faces, the boys, the girls, all the same. I know it shouldn't be possible. We should remember their faces. But there were just so many. Too many. And I didn't realize I'd lost count. Did you hear what that creature said? Big fan of your work. How did it come to this? We're supposed to be protecting people, weren't we? Defending the planet from the undue influence of superpowered entities. Those children, they were supposed to be serving a greater good. After everything we did we even accomplish anything? Just one disaster after another. And now I can't even close my eyes. And you won't wake up. And I don't know what to do. Please, I just want to know what to do.
The civilians are at a loss, as a take-charge woman and a gray-haired man debate over whether they've all been abandoned by the Power Rangers. But Farkas Bulkmeyer is quick to stand up in their defense, reaffirming everyone's belief that the Rangers will be there just like they've always been, even as a worried Ashley watches on from the shadows.
There we go. In the clear. Well, clear of the cold open and the tachyon cloud at least. Let's see how everyone else is doing. Phantom Ranger, reporting in. What's our status? Kay? Mayo?
Mr. Ranger, there's been some developments.
Around another bonfire, the Power Rangers regroup, soon joined by Zane, who regrets to inform them of the destruction of the Megawinger and the recent surrender of the Krovian rebels.
Then we're on our own. Anyone that could have helped us has been destroyed or captured.
Powered down. He took all of them?
All three, yes, I'm afraid.
And where is he now?
He's in the eye of the storm.
He has a contingency plan.
One you won't like.
He wants your
power ruby.
Does he now? All right. Thank you. Both of you.
Dr. C, make sure they're taken care of.
Oh, Mr. Ranger! Mr. Ranger, where are you going?
To finish this.
By yourself!
Yes.
But you can't just...
I have to, okay? I have to. You don't understand, do you? This is what he does. He takes the people that I care about, the people I want to protect, and he uses them against me. The only reason he was able to take them was because I was off helping Guy and the Secretary, who were only in trouble because they were trying to help me fight Darkonda, who was only attacking the ship because Dark Specter was trying to get to me. Every single person who I let into my life is just another tool in his toolbox. One more thing that can be taken away from me. That's the way it always goes. It doesn't matter if it's him or Venjix or Alphabet Soup. It's the go-to modus operandi. Look, I'm sorry. I know that you're just trying to help. But there's something you might not know about me. One thing that I do when I'm looking for guidance is I play over and review and analyze Power Rangers episodes in my head. Because it's the only way that I know how to make sense of the insanity that my life has become. And do you know what scene is playing in my head right now?
It's the night following the United Alliance of Evil's conquest of Earth. The Space Rangers have until morning to turn themselves in, and they're trying to decide what to do. Carlos suggests organizing the civilians, but TJ knows that they can't put all their lives at risk. Andros offers to go speak to his sister, Corone. But TJ and Zane are both quick to point out that since she was transformed back into Astronema, his sister no longer exists, and the team instead spends the rest of the waning hours going over strategy.
But do you know what Andros does instead?
He goes anyway. Sure, Ashley tries to stop him, tries to tell him how much she cares about him, probably would have kissed him if Fox Kids allowed for such a thing back then.
Okay, that part's not important. The point is,
he activates his battleizer and flies away to Astronema's Dark Fortress to do what he has to do.
Because he's the only one who had a chance to make a difference. And that's me right now. I'm the only Power Ranger here. I don't have a Ranger team. There's no backup coming. And none of you are Rangers. It's just me. So, I'm going to do what I have to do. And I'm going to do it alone.
And what about that morning? Well?
Guy, you should be in bed.
The whole way back, I listened to you talk about the events of November 20th, 1998. But I think you forget that I was there too. And I remember what happened on November 21st. Astronema appeared atop that same building in the morning, calling the Rangers cowards for hiding, threatening to destroy the entire planet if the citizens did not surrender them. And then one lone man stepped forward.
I am the Blue Ranger.
Farkas Bulkmeyer. He was followed by his friends.
I'm the Black Ranger. I am the Red Ranger.
Eugene Skulovich and Professor Phenomenus.
Please, database.
We want to help.
Adele Ferguson followed.
You can call me the Pink Ranger.
Surely we can all be of some assistance.
An old man. A woman.
I'm the Silver Ranger.
And I'm the Yellow Ranger.
No. I see what you're doing, but no. I've already had to watch a whole world burn before, and...
We're sorry about that. I know it may not have happened for us, but we're ready to take responsibility. Or at least I am. I want to make this right.
I heard what you did for my mother. We're ready to stand behind you.
Mr. Ranger, we're all with you. I'm in too.
We're ready. You can't do this alone.
And what about you?
The two of you saved my life enough times already. It's time to return the favor.
On that day of November 21st, 1998, every person in Angel Grove was a Power Ranger. Today, every one of us is prepared to be a Ranger too, if you'll have us.
Okay. Now, don't forget.
After all that, Astronema starts attacking anyway, and it's up to the actual Space Rangers to violate Zordon's third rule and make themselves known, much to the shock of longtime identity hunters Bulk and Skull.
So let's move fast. Shields up, engines ready, and everyone to your weapons. It's time to let Dark Specter know exactly who he's dealing with. It's morphin' time!
We've identified the Eye of the Storm.
Then what are we waiting for?
Let's rock it!
They morph and dive into action, as Astronema and Ecliptor return to the Dark Fortress.
Let's show them what we're made of!
We're going in!
With renewed spirits, the Rangers go toe-to-toe with the overwhelming army.
Looks like we've got Darklings. Alphabet soup. Ready to play hero?
I need another agent on control. Hey, you!
Agent U, reporting for duty.
We're all locked and loaded.
Come on, let's get in there! Who's with me?
And so it is that Bulk and Skull, former bullies, ranger hunters, junior police patrol, private eyes, chimpanzees, and alien investigators, lead the charge of Angel Grove civilians, finally, for the first time standing up for themselves and uniting in battle, alongside the Rangers that had sacrificed so much to protect them.
It's go time!
Madam Secretary.
Madam Secretary.
Nice toy.
I'm fond of it.
Ready for this?
Just wish we knew what we were running into.
Would be nice to have some eyes in there. Or maybe a selective
Quantum utility electronic eye line. Look inside. Find out what he's doing.
Right. Subject K Gamma is secure. Subject K Beta?
Secure.
Excellent.
Master, if I may speak.
You may.
The device was designed for 3 subjects. I'm afraid it may not function as efficiently with only 2.
I share your concern. Fortunately, we do have 3 subjects.
Master! Master, please! Master, I completed my task! I followed your commands! I served my purpose as promised!
Yes, you did. And you still have one last purpose to serve.
No. Whatever he's doing, it's starting now. I have to.
Go! I'll catch up! Hold the line.
As the battle rages down in Angel Grove, Andros infiltrates the Dark Fortress, igniting the main core room with his Astro Blaster to draw Ecliptor and his Quantrons away from command.
Sounds like a good idea to me.
Andros locks them out of the bridge and begins his search for his sister, only to be shocked to find someone else waiting for him instead.
Master, please!
Don't worry, Kay.
Oh, please. Did you really think I wouldn't have protections in place?
Let them go, Dark Specter. This is between you and me. They have nothing to do with this.
Come now. They've been a part of this almost as long as you have. The moment that this one unlocked the means to beam through the rift and return with her younger self, I knew there was a worthwhile investment there. And then, when you reached out to the third, in an act of heroic instinct, and managed to rip your prison from its very foundations, oh, what an inspiration that was.
An inspiration for what?
Surrender the ruby and find out.
You're a joke, you know that.
Really?
The supposed grand monarch of all evil, always relying upon the powers of good. Today it's the Power Ruby. Before it was Zordon of Eltar. Your plan will fail now just like it did then.
After you were destroyed by Darkonda, Zordon was found by Andros, the Red Space Ranger. The lava draining his powers was gone, and he revealed the secret to defeating your armies.
Only the good energy from my tube can destroy the forces of evil.
He said,
I will be gone, but my spirit will forever live in all that is good.
So you see, the very power that you sought out ended up being the key to unmaking everything that you had ever accomplished.
Yes, an unfortunate consequence to linking his power to my own meant that I was linking it to my armies as well. But if I understand correctly, it was not such a simple thing the old Eltarin was proposing.
The Korovian boy would have to shatter Zordon's energy tube if he wished to unleash that power, and the idea of such a sacrifice horrified him. He cried,
Zordon, no! You asked too much, I can't do it! I won't destroy you!
And my old pupil astronomer had no interest in making that decision any easier for him.
So I will endeavor to provide you with a very simple choice. Surrender the ruby, and thereby your life, in exchange for theirs. Or save yourself, and let them see what a coward you really are. Either way, my goals are achieved, so it makes little difference to me.
And what goals are those? Breaking me? Like you tried to do before? You really need all this for that? Is that why you took them?
Oh, no, nothing so petty as that. This is merely the execution of a simple geometric principle. 2 points define a line, a needle, if you will, threading together 2 fabrics through the means of a tiny pinprick through reality. 3 points, on the other hand, define a plane, an infinite blade, to cut through all of it. No, I will slice through the fabrics of all realities,
and stitch them back together into a multiverse of my choosing. You can't. The power unleashed by the severing will be boundless. It's hard to believe I ever thought so small as to limit myself to one single insignificant universe, with all of existence just lying there for the taking. I'll stop you. You can't. The device has already been activated. The countdown has already begun. A true countdown to destruction. And all your pointless prattle has only served to cost you what precious time you have left. You want to stop this? Your best hope is simply to delay it. Sacrifice the girls, and then spend the rest of your pitiful existence hiding from me. So there you have it. 3 choices. Yourself, the girls, the multiverse. Who will you save? Who will you sacrifice? Take your pick.
Database, our lives aren't worth it. Master, mercy, please. Do what you have to do. Save the multiverse.
So what will it be, Phantom Ranger? I choose to fight. I am done playing your games. I am done letting you make the rules. I'm going to stop you here, now, and for good. Just like the Carovian boy. You keep fighting against the truth, hoping you can change fate, begging and pleading just like he did.
I'm Andros, your brother! Your own flesh and blood!
Well, I've mirrored your flesh and made it stronger. Your blood runs through my veins. And just like that poor, pitiful red space ranger, you are going to lose.
No!
Phantom fire!
Ooh, right to the face. That did look painful.
Nice kick. What took you so long?
Had to take the stairs.
Okay, still not done here. Guy, do what you can for the Circle K over there.
Right.
Pathetic mortal. These mortals are gonna put an end to you.
Please tell me one of you knows how to work this thing.
K Alpha, I can't. If you don't, we're all toast. But, Master, you don't have to listen to him. I know what it's like to not be in control of your own life, but you don't have to live that way anymore. It's your choice. Please. It's...
Silence, child.
You don't have to be afraid of him. Not anymore. It's a triple encrypted system, encoded specifically to Master's preferences. We're gonna need to hack it then. Guy, initiate a backdoor subroutine to...
I'm afraid we're not going to have time for that.
The countdown is over, Ranger. No.
Here goes nothing.
She strikes him across the chest. She throws him through the wall. She raises her wrath staff high. His dropped spiral saber is behind him. She strikes and the blast,
No.
He failed to save her.
We failed.
He can't wake her.
I can't. Where?
Everything is quiet. Muted.
I need to find them.
Ecliptor breaks into the bridge.
Guy!
What have you done to her? Your own sister.
It was an accident.
What? What did we do?
Whatever this is, we have to fix this. We can't stop fighting.
The two clash swords, but Ecliptor takes a brief moment to mourn his precious princess.
You're like a daughter to me. Talk to me, please.
We need to get to Kay and Mayo and... What has he done to them?
Ecliptor lashes out against Andros, both fighting through their grief and confusion.
Wait, where's Dark Specter?
As they duel, the booming voice of Zordon reminds Andros of his duty.
Andros, listen to me. It is your duty as a Power Ranger to save the universe. Now is the time.
The time has come.
A disarmed Ecliptor crawls over to defend his defeated daughter.
We need to get them out of here.
Andros draws back his spiral saber.
The power
and strikes.
Is mine.
A burst of light erupts from Zordon's tube, disintegrating Ecliptor as he attempts to shield his fallen princess. And the wave ripples throughout the cosmos. On Vantis, the machine empire is turned to dust. Blue Centurion and I wonder at our freedom.
At long last, freedom.
Rita and Zed's armies are next to be turned to dust, but the two villains themselves are miraculously purified into incredibly human-looking new forms.
Now, behold my glory.
Oddly enough, the newly converted country club couple immediately commences a tango, much to the bewilderment of Trey of Triforia.
Hey! You left before. We could introduce ourselves.
I'm Mitch Moore-Potsner.
I'm Mary Moore-Potsner.
We're the Moore-Potsner.
Don't let up. Hold steady.
Though she tries to escape it, Divatox is likewise purified by the wave, suddenly mirroring the garb of her former rival, Demetria.
You think yourselves heroes now, do you?
Back on Earth, where civilians do battle alongside Rangers, the wave decimates the attacking armies, and Elgar, and the Rangers are demorphed by the flood of energy, and everyone embraces, simply happy to be alive.
Are we alive?
Cassie and Ashley wonder over Andros' fate, convinced that he won't return. But then, the Dark Fortress arrives.
It's Astronema. She's won.
Why would she say that? The universe was saved, wasn't it? Isn't it? Or is it being ripped apart? I can't tell anymore. No.
The Dark Fortress lands, and Andros emerges, to the joy of his teammates and utter confusion of the surrounding civilians. But he's not alone. Astronema. Corone.
Mayo! She's alive. Guy?
Still here. And so's K Alpha.
Good. Then we survived. We all... Where's Kay?
Andros lays the body of his sister down on the ground.
Kay! Kay! Kay!
He begins to weep.
Kay! Kay, are you alright? Kay?
His tears land upon her face, and suddenly, miraculously, she becomes Corone again, complete with a new set of clothes.
Power down. Please, Kay, I need you to be alright.
Corone awakens, and her old friends flock to her side, overjoyed to have her back again, for good.
Kay, I need you. I can't do this without you. I can't make sense of anything right now. My mind... I can't tell what's real right now. All I know is that I need you to wake up. Please. I need you to just open your eyes, okay? Kay, please. I need you to make eye contact with me.
Please don't make eye contact with me.
Wait. Past, present, the endings are in the beginning.
The beginning. The team unites. I remember. My biggest issue can be summed up in one word. Decontextualization.
Database?
Okay. Everything is going to be alright. Do you understand? You're all going to be okay. I know what I have to do now. Guy, are you able to walk?
I think so.
Good. I need you to get them out of here. Do you understand? I need you to get them to safety.
But what about you?
Guy, please. I need you to do this. Dr. C.
I'm a little busy at the moment.
I understand that, but I'm going to need you to patch me through to the communications relay. As broad a reach as you can make it. I think we should be able to get a clear signal now.
On KO-35, the Rangers assist the rebels with settling back into their old home. Kinwan invites them to stay, but they politely decline. Meanwhile, Ashley and Andros are bidding their own farewells.
Never thought I'd have to say goodbye.
KO-35 is my home.
And so they part ways. The Rangers of Earth boarding the Astro Megaship, as Zane, Corone, and Andros stay with the people of KO-35. And after one last longing look, they close the doors.
I miss him so much.
Of course, they can't get rid of him that easily, as Andros suddenly appears at the door to the bridge, commanding Dekka to set the course for Earth. As Ashley runs up to embrace him, Andros conveys the truth that he's finally come to understand. His home is with them. Zane and Corone are quick to join them as well, and together they set out on one last voyage. They return to home.
And that's the end of the episode. So, what did I think of it? Well,
Mr. Ranger, the relay is ready.
put me through then. Greetings, Rangers and Ranger fans from across the multiverse. This is the Phantom Ranger. I know that might be hard to believe. I can barely believe it myself, but it's not me that I need for you to believe in right now. It's you. I need you to believe in the power that lies inside you. The power that lies within each and every one of you. The power at the heart of every Power Ranger. I'm sure that all of you have your own battles that you're fighting right now. And it might not always seem like you can win, but I need you to believe that you can do it. You can win. We all can. Together. The fate of everything lies with you. So please, if you are now or have ever been a Power Ranger, or believe in the power that heroes represent, I need you to be one now. Today. Embrace the Ranger inside you that you are always meant to be. Because that power is the only hope that we have right now. And I need you to remember that scene. You know the one. Countdown to Destruction Part 2. November 21st, 1998. Please.
Poor little Phantom Ranger. All alone. No one left to save him.
And let the power protect us.
I am the Blue Ranger. I'm the Black Ranger.
I am a Power Ranger.
I am a Power Ranger.
I am a Power Ranger.
And I'm the Yellow Ranger.
I am a Power Ranger.
I
Once a Ranger.
am
With the power of internet reviewing.
a Power Ranger.
Always a Ranger. Triceratops.
I am a Power Ranger. Yum, yum.
I am a Power Ranger.
I am a Power Ranger.
I am a Power Ranger.
I
Power Ranger.
I am a Power Ranger.
That's impossible. Nothing's impossible.
I don't believe it.
Is that its database?
How? Context. And that's what it's always been about, isn't it? Knowing how everything fits into the wider world. How moments don't exist in isolation, but how they build upon everything that came before and pave the way for everything that will come after. And how our connections to one another shape us, drive us, and empower us. Countdown to Destruction Part 2 has always been my favorite episode, Because while part 1 is the moment when all the different forces at play finally come to a head, seeing armies rise, villains fall, and our heroes driven to the edge of defeat, part 2 is the emotional culmination of everything, as Andros must reckon with his love for his sister, his friends, and the universe, as everyone else makes the choice to unite behind what they believe for one last stand. Together.
You and your pointless prattling.
It was never pointless. Everything matters. Everyone matters. Whether they're a flashy hero, or a nameless person in the crowd, or a pair of hapless bumblers who only ever seem to be getting in the way. We all matter, because of the bonds we make to each other and to the things we love, and how we choose to express that love, whether it's an impassioned plea for change, or finally standing alongside the ones who always protected you, or finding solace in the night, or honoring a final wish, or making a silly little YouTube channel.
No.
Yes.
No, this is just another one of your little jokes.
Bulk and Skull were just a joke once too, but they always had a place in the grand scheme of things. Even if that place started off as simply showing us what not to do, how not to behave, so that our heroes could shine just a bit brighter, until some of that shine started to rub off on them. And they changed, and grew, and wanted some of that shine for themselves. First chasing after the fame of the Rangers, then the glamour of a uniform, then finally trying to protect the world in their own eccentric little way. As all throughout their journey they discovered in fits and starts that true heroism meant putting themselves out there, risking everything, and putting their own desires aside on behalf of the people around them, and drawing strength from their bond to one another to inspire those people around them to do the same.
But there I go, prattling on again. You're drawing the energy of the multiversal currents, aren't you? You're stealing the power of the severing. That power is mine.
It was never yours. It never could be. And chasing after it was always going to be your downfall. Just like it was before. Your war on the universe left you blind to the threats that you had empowered. Your imprisonment of Zordon led to the decimation of your armies, and even your protege was defeated by her own attack reflected back upon her. The forces of evil always sow the seeds of their own destruction. But the devastation that you bring doesn't stop unless the forces of good unite as one to say no. But you already knew that, didn't you? That's why you did what you did.
You don't know what you're talking about.
It was staring me in the face from day one. Decontextualization. You cut me off from everything. You trapped me here, stripped me of my identity, and then tricked me into thinking that the real world was the one where Rangers only existed on TV. Because you were scared.
I fear nothing!
You fear everything that you desire. You're a harbinger of destruction and chaos who always needs to survive. Always needs to be in control.
I am eternal. I am all-powerful.
And there it is, the thing you fear most. Power. The power of the Morphin Grid. You've always wanted it, always feared it. That's why you came after me in the Power Ruby. Because you knew of its connection. Across time, across space, across reality, to every Power Ranger.
No.
Every Ranger that is, every Ranger that was, every Ranger that could be. Here in the hiatus, I can see all of them now. Thanks to you.
It still won't be enough.
You can't destroy me, you know. I'll simply come back. Again and again.
know.
What? What are you doing?
Taking you out of context.
You can't keep me here. Even you can't channel that much power. Not without...
Overall, what truly makes Countdown to Destruction so memorable, so powerful, so meaningful, is not the fact the Rangers win in the end.
Yes, this was historically their first time ever truly defeating all the past foes that had escaped justice for so many millennia. But that catharsis is so bittersweet, because to get there, they had to overcome so much. Losing their base, losing their powers, leaving their friend, leaving their home, failing over and over and over again, as their hopes for success were repeatedly snatched away from them. Losing potential allies, losing their Megazords, barely surviving countless battles until the people that they had always put everything aside to protect were finally able to stand alongside them in solidarity. And throughout all of it, one man, one ranger who had lost everything and had poured everything into finding it again, discovering a new family, reviving his best friend, recovering his lost people, and finally finding the one person he'd spent his entire life searching for, only to lose her all over again. He is asked to accept one last loss and honor everyone who still needs him. And I love that. I love that so much, because it lets me know that it can be done. And there are so many things that I love. I love seeing them rally by the fire, seeing Bulk and Skull and the citizens of Angel Grove rise up in defiance, seeing Andros still trying to get through to the Corone inside of Astronema, seeing Ecliptor mourning his adoptive daughter and still somehow fighting to defend her in a heartbreaking moment of borderline Shakespearean tragedy, because none of them have any expectation that they're going to truly see victory, but they all still know that they need to fight on regardless. Because if there's one thing that Zordon makes crystal clear is truly at the heart of this story, but none of them were willing to accept until now, it's sacrifice.
You still don't even know your real name.
I know.
I could tell you. I was there, at the beginning.
You probably were.
I made you what you are. Not just a little fanboy all alone in his apartment. I made you the Phantom Ranger. Did you know that? I've seen the inside of your soul. I've seen everything. Everything you've forgotten. Everything you've ever wanted to know. Everything you are, I know. Because everything you are because of me.
No. I am who I am because of me. You may have shaped my life, but you don't get to define it. I do. With every choice I've made. And with the choice I'm making now.
You can't do this. I am Dark Specter, monarch of...
And I am Database Ranger.